Welcome to Miss Ideal Girl, the headquarters for love, sex, and everything in between. If you have ever felt confused about love, curious about intimacy, stuck in a relationship, healing from heartbreak, or just trying to understand yourself a little better, this is your place. On this podcast, we talk about the real stuff. The feelings, the questions, the fears, the chemistry, the boundaries, and the truths that shape our relationships and our lives. Every episode is here to help you think deeper, feel seen, and navigate love and intimacy with more clarity, confidence, and honesty. Let's get into today's topic. Building a healthy and supportive relationship when you and your partner have different opinions about having children can be challenging, but it is not impossible. Here are some tips on how to navigate this sensitive topic and work towards a resolution that is best for both of you. Communicate openly and honestly. The first step in addressing any disagreement in a relationship is to communicate openly and honestly with your partner. Share your thoughts, feelings, and concerns about having children, and listen actively to your partner's perspective. Be respectful and avoid getting defensive or attacking your partner's stance. Understand where your partner is coming from. It's important to understand where your partner is coming from when it comes to their opinion on having children. Are they concerned about financial stability, career goals, or lifestyle changes? Are they hesitant about the responsibilities that come with parenting? Understanding your partner's reasoning can help you better understand and empathize with their position. Find common ground. Look for areas of common ground when discussing your differing opinions on having children. For example, if you both want to start a family but disagree on timing, you can compromise by agreeing to start trying in a few years. Seek professional help. If you and your partner are having trouble finding common ground, consider seeking professional help from a therapist or counselor. They can provide you with tools and strategies to communicate more effectively and come to a resolution that works for both of you. Be flexible and open-minded. Remember that opinions and circumstances can change over time. Be open-minded and flexible about your stance on having children, and be willing to revisit the conversation in the future if your feelings or circumstances change. Consider all your options. Having children is a big decision, and it's important to consider all your options. In case one of the partners is not ready to have children, adoption or surrogacy can be an alternative. Also, it's important to remember that having children is not the only way to build a happy family. Respect each other's decision. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to have children is a personal one that should be respected by both partners. If you and your partner ultimately decide to go in different directions on the issue, it's important to come to an understanding and support each other's decision. Having different opinions about having children can be difficult, but by communicating openly, finding common ground, and seeking professional help, couples can work towards a resolution that is best for both of them. Remember, it's important to be flexible, open-minded, and respectful of each other's decisions. And that wraps up today's episode here at Miss Ideal Girl, the headquarters for love, sex, and everything in between. I hope this conversation gave you something real to think about, something to feel, or maybe even something you needed to hear at exactly the right time. Love, intimacy, relationships, and self-discovery are never as simple as people make them sound. That's why we're here to talk about it honestly, openly, and without the fake polish. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation. There's always more to unpack, more to learn, and more truth to talk about. And if this episode stayed with you, share it with someone who needs it too. Until next time, stay curious, stay honest with yourself, and keep exploring everything in between because your heart deserves better conversations.